Hello, and we are getting into it. I am sorry for the longer than I anticipated wait. Just had some technical difficulties because, hey there, Georgie. See you here already. But yes, a bit of a surprise for today. I have, if I can get that up, I just need to get out of studio mode. There we go. We've got this now. Yeah. Moving up in the world. So yes, I've got this and am going to be doing a bit of catch up on some thumbnails since I've been going over the holidays and didn't really plan things out properly. So it's just going to be a little bit of music in the background, just some chilling. I won't be as performative as I try to be during games, so I'll be a little bit more quiet. Thanks. I I do have a video on my main YouTube channel where I started designing this. This is just a bit of a stopgate because I wanted to have something, but it wasn't ready yet to be thrown into VTube Studio with getting all the little bits and pieces. So I'm like, screw it. I was gonna get like 2 PNGs, one with open mouth, one with closed mouth. Good enough. Throw it to post. We'll do it live. And speaking of doing things live, let me just open up my Clip Studio Paint, and yeah, this is what we're jumping into today. So, another thing I've posted on my main video channel is how I tend to approach my thumbnails. Hey, Misty, welcome to the stream. Hopefully work wasn't too harsh today. Now let's see. So yeah, I've done thumbnail videos before, so I'm just gonna really jump into it and just vibe, I guess. It has been a long day, and the kids next door have a trampoline. Hooray! So my window in my room is it was long, but you made it. That is great. That is great. We like to make it after a long day. I've had more than a fair few days at the when I was working call center where I'd mysteriously get a migraine, because I did medically get migraines, but I'd mysteriously get migraines on the really bad days, and I wonder why. Definitely not the callers or the customers. Couldn't be. Wouldn't be. But yeah, my window is near our neighbor's backyard, and the sound waves, they just travel right in. They travel in, and it is atrocious, to say the least, at times. Nothing against the kids, because they're just being kids. They're just being kids. They can't help it. I was a noisy kid, I know that much, but it's like, they just know when I want to record or stream or anything, and I just wanted to jump into this. So, I need to go and see which videos need thumbnails. While I do that, I'll just give you guys a little, it's a face. Hey. Now, let's see, I need to bring up my YouTube. I'll allow that. You only had one bitch whose name should be, yep. Yeah, I got a face. Got a face now. Let's see. I need to fix my auto mod stuff because it flags swear words and I don't always catch them immediately. No, that's anime. I don't need to watch anime right now. I need to go to my channel dashboard. Let's see. My content. Here it is. We'll start with, I reckon with a bit of Majora's Mask. So, maybe less potty with your mouth. But here's potty issue. I gotta fix it. But yeah, some of your more lecherous videos may came videos. Some of your more lecherous messages. Brain malfunctioning. Send help. I got so much open. I'm one of those people that has like 10 million tabs and nothing organized ever. Let's see. You know, I might just include this. Yeah, we love starting with Majora. Alright, I am going to include a new source for VLC. Because what I do is I just sort of scroll through that and just try and make thumbnails from that. It's the easiest way. It's the easiest way. I need to start with 20. Open it up. And I'm going to mute it. I'm not a fan of hearing my own voice. It sounds weird. It's weird to hear my own voice. It makes editing much harder. And add in a source. Boom. And window capture. VLC. Where is it? There it is. Oh, that's massive. That's way too massive. That's way too massive. Yeah, thumbnails. It took me a hot minute. All right. Here's a little mini screen to see what I'm lugging through. It should show. No, it's not wanting to show. What the hell? OBS, why are you being a pain in the ass? Alright, let me just fix this up. There we go. Bring that in and... yeah, that should make it a bit easier. Want it to work now? No. Good at white. Black to white. That's some progress. VLC. You know what? It's probably... there we go. That did it. That did the trick. Excellent. Now I can just lock it in place. But yes, hopefully everyone's days have been going all right enough. I'm gonna put that there and bring in that so I can have my channel dashboard. Okay. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, make comments, make fun of anything. Yeah, I'm just... it's lunchtime, I haven't eaten yet. I woke up late because I was staying up late again working on things. And yeah, let's see. So 20 is versing Georg. Good old Curious Georg. That is what it's about, right? Yeah, Curious Georg. So I've got to find something with him in it. Something decent. I should have one of... oh, where is he? When he's introduced. He has a good shot when he's introduced. Yeah. This is what most of my time is taken up doing, is just looking at keyframes. Is that going to be good? Hard to say. It's been good for you, Georgie? That's good to hear. Ooh, Outer Worlds 2, nice. Yeah, late nights. Gotta love the late nights. What am I doing? I'm pressing space and nothing's happening. Something just off your lens. No, we can do better, we can do better. Can I get a good one on the platform? Not really, okay. Right now I'm just looking for a good one of the platform, then I can just cut him out. Can I get a good one at Link, actually? This is what 80% of this stream's gonna be. And I too, that's because I was playing some... ooh, nice. Assuming that's a Resident Evil remake that you're talking about. Ooh, this frame right here. Perfect, I'm gonna go with this. It was an accident, and I was reading your comment, so thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for getting me distracted. Alright, bring this in here. And let me know if music, microphone, anything needs to be adjusted, because I will do so. Don't have a way of being able to check that just yet. Do that. Then we can switch over to... yes, cool. Okay, now's where I really get silent and will likely miss things because I'm going to be focusing on these bits. Alright, come on, come off it. Come off it. And then nice and good. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone watching at the moment is over in the Western Upper Hemisphere. Have you guys had dinner? If not, what are you going to have? Because it's important to stay fed. And give music recommendations as well, guys, because I just got some jungle mix going. The little intro to the vid is inspired by the Dreamcast startup. Okay, so that is a really neat and funly loaded question. So my startup for my videos, ages ago, back in like 23, 24, when I was like doing some beginning stuff, I put out some shorts and stuff going through, what's the best intros? It was when the algorithm was actually giving me some attention. And from that, I sort of gathered up, I'll see if I can get it up, because I've got the VLC going. Let's see, when I put my shorts, be in here. Yeah, so stuff like this. When that loads up. So the audio isn't there because I'm too lazy. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. We're going off script. We're gonna go on a little bit of a tangent. So I'm gonna pause this music. And we're gonna listen to the other music. Just let me get OBS to function with it. I'll turn this part off. VLC, show yourself to me. So we'll take this back to the start. So I had these ones going, and I'm going to bring this up so I can see the chat again. So yeah, I did like 4 of these with various different consoles. So we had like PlayStation, come on, let me skip, Dreamcast, Nintendo, even went and did, where's my file explorer? Let's see, what we did with this one. We did the NES. Skipping is not working as well as I hope. Where'd it go? Yeah, the Neo Geo, which I only learnt recently they were based on the arcade systems. Let's see. A salad with baked chicken nuggets, tomatoes, onion, cucumber, honey. Oh, now that sounds tasty. Got me wanting it. But yes, to finish your question and this tangent, Neo Geo Pocket. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had that in one of them. But yes, I used that information and then sort of plugged together a bunch of different sounds. I got the THX sound, the woo, and then I changed the reverb. I think I played around with like going it backwards and whatnot, gathered up various sounds from like free resources so I wouldn't have to, figure out how to do copyright stuff, and then sort of pieced it together and Frankensteined an intro that sounded, I was hoping sounded like a video game console intro. And you bring up Dreamcast, makes me a little bit happy because, yeah, it was one of the inspirations for it. I'm glad that connected. But yes, I gotta actually finish these because I'm like several hundred thumbnails behind, and I'm kind of ignoring another block of videos that do actually need it. Let's see. I should have more of Kjorg in there. Okay. A Neo Geo. No. Which one? There was like a Swan thing. Dreamcast is pretty cool. I never got to play the Dreamcast, but I can appreciate the games from it. Let's see. I've recently gotten a few emulators for various Sega stuff that I didn't get to experience in my childhood. Get rid of that. Get. Bring that in. Let's make it about this big. I gotta bring back audio. Crap, I just went into full silence mode. There's still a stream, I swear. Get rid of that. And you know what? Let's get different. Let's go. What's a good console? I reckon let's go with the Saturn. Sega Saturn. There we go. Don't give me an ad. I don't want any ads. Gonna load. There we go. Okay. Oh. Turn it up a little bit. Okay. And as before, just let me know if it sounds too loud. Okay. Misty, if you're still around, for when you start doing thumbnails, having pre-made like variations of your model, if you decide to have them in there, game changer. I started doing this and it made it like 10 times easier. Just redo the eyes, it's easy enough. Maybe get you one over there. Definitely, because I know the way I've got my stuff set up is close to a PNG setup versus a VTuber setup. So yeah, I guess it would depend on how your files are, but yeah, best of luck with your release, by the way. From what I saw of what your rigging mama has put together, it's looking really good. And please don't mind if the kids are coming through and the microphone, please excuse the rowdiness. Let's see. Zelda had a fantastic swimming map. I only got use for 1K. No worries. Yeah, happy to say that. I'm sure it is going to go well. A few hiccups, but it's going to go well. I'm very much turning into one of those adults. Get off my lawn! Get in! Get! Yes, the swimming. I'm assuming you're talking about Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask swimming. I find it to be better than most. I'm yet to really find a game where I feel the swimming is just like perfect. It's a hard mechanic to be able to get because depending on if you treat it like flying with the forward and forward goes down, back goes up, all that kind of stuff. The Zora Link stuff is, I feel it's almost there. When you hit dive and you just sort of float slowly, that stuff aggravates me, and I feel it's like 80% of the way there. Yeah, so it's definitely one of the better ones. I'm trying to remember if Breath of the Wild had any diving. I don't think it did have any diving. Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask definitely are the ones that got the closest. Let's see, I need to open up a file so I can have reference to myself. Let's see. This.
I will never forget you.
Will never be forgotten. Okay.
Goodbye, Joseph.
No, don't go yet. No goodbyes. Goodbyes suck. I hate goodbyes. Ugh, gross. Icky. Bring that down to... Actually. That's the wrong ones. And expand that by a pixel. Here's my thing. There it is. Bring it down. By exactly one pixel. Then I can go ahead and... No, definitely not that. Not that at all. That's good. Here's my ratio. Yeah, keep the ratio. What is going on? There we go, that's a bit better. Outside of Zelda, I think the only other good swimming I saw was... My brain's saying Banjo-Kazooie, but I remember that being a bit clunky as well, because Banjo is a bit of a slow bitch. We love him, but he's slow. I'm sure there was something else that had really good swimming. I'm just... What was it? I don't know. What I'm yet to see is a better cooking mechanic than in Monster Hunter. You get a cat cheering me on as I cook. Psh, 10 out of 10. Contest over. That's all I need. That should be fine there. I could probably recenter this a bit better. No, I'll just leave it. I'll leave it. Cooking Mama for Wii. Oh, I haven't played any of the Cooking Mama games. I hear they're pretty good. I hear they got some good frickin' music. 20. Okay. At some point, I'm probably just going to get really into the groove of it. So it's going to be starting slow with the thumbnails, but should, in theory, pick up. Can I put this keyboard anywhere better? Yeah, that's fine. As good as the Sega Saturn is, I think I'm putting myself to sleep with some of this. I'm gonna get something a bit more upbeat. Just one moment. Let's get something more upbeat going. It is beautiful and I love it. Always gonna love this kind of stuff. Let's get some. Type. There we go. Let's try this. Come on. Yeah, it's a bit better. We'll stick with it for now. See where it goes. See where it goes. Either way, that's one of them. One of the thumbnails complete. I'll bring this into there. Oh, water. Water. Need water. Now, I'm probably going to do a similar stream to this, I don't know when, a little bit more down the line, setting up other aspects of this streaming channel, because I'm hoping to separate the vibe from the streaming, as I do to the main videos, as, if possible, I want to try and migrate, probably won't be anytime soon, probably like next year goal for this, but I want to try and migrate Gaming Sleepover to the streaming channel so that the YouTube channel can get a bit more action with other stuff, but that's only once I really get into the rhythm with doing the other types of videos. 6. So there's a JPEG. Yeah, that's one down, 8 or so to go. Okay, just gonna make sure I won't blast you with VLC. Yep, that's fine. Cool, next one, let's get up Majora's Mask 19. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? Over here it is. Yeah, productivity. Go the productivity. Okay, what did I name this one? I named it... What the fuck? Okay. Just going through my analytics and one of my videos just randomly hit 200. I'll take it. I'll gladly take that. That's hell. Gonna try and focus on this so I don't have to think about that, because that's scary. People are looking at my stuff. It's what we want, but also social anxiety. Okay, Wacky waterways. Working with wacky waterways. What will be best for wacky waterways? Got ice. This boss pissed me off when I was doing it. If you haven't seen the episode, when you freeze it, if you hit it at the wrong time, it can still come down and slime you, and it's pissed me off. Is there any instances of me changing waterways? Because I try my best to get things with cutscenes, because then there's none of the UI that's in the way. Screw you, frog guy. I know I would have turned something on during this episode. In here. Oh well, we've done in here. Alright. Yep, kill the fish, get on the ice. That'll be good enough. Okay, you're going to try and get all the masters? Yes I am. I'm going to be going through the dungeons and doing all that main stuff, and then I'll be trying to do a couple of like extra episodes of getting the masks, doing those side quests, so that I can get the because I'm pretty sure you have to do all the masks to get the Fierce Deity mask from Majora when you're in the moon. Spoilers, but it's like a 30-year-old or something-year-old game. Oh, I don't like that. Take it back to being a 5-year-old game, please. I remember reading about it in magazines and going like, oh, this is a neat, new-looking game. New and not existing for ages on a console that's, what, GameCube, Wii U, Switch. 4 or 5 generations old. I definitely need to get the bunny hood. I think, after I'm done doing some current, stuff, I'll do it, because I'm only just starting up my backlog of new videos, so yeah. What's out currently is the most recent thing. Put that, and do that. Gotta have the right layout. Have a real basic one for this. You're falling down again, Lupin. I've got figures on my desk, and if I bump my desk the wrong way, my Lupin the Third figure just falls over. He's got like a little cane to hold him up. It's from the 3D movie, which is amazing. Love the animation from that. Now, what are we thinking on the music? Is this too calm, or do we want something a bit more energetic? How are we vibing on that? Where is... Yeah, good little bit of Jet Set Radio. That's a game that I'll have to play someday, but I am not very good at it because it requires a lot of skill to skate around and platform and do tricks and stuff. Don't move that. I need this to come down here. Change you to a 9. Rasterize and move you somewhere where there's not much grain. Yeah, I'll put you there. Oh, you saw the art post from Blue Sky? Yeah, that one. I was rendering that the entire time you were doing your massive stream the other night. And yeah, Jet Set Radio is super chill. I use Jet Set Radio sometimes when I just want to chill out, disconnect from the world. Bring in white tone. I need to invest in a less clicky keyboard because I'm assuming it can be heard because it's mechanical, but I just got a cheap one. It's like, yep, that one's on sale, good to go. It's one of those sequel Sega showed off. Yes on that. I'm like, oh cool, Jet Set Radio sequel. Just nothing after that. Same thing with oh, you've gone and got me started on this. back like a number of E3s ago, fucking Beyond Good and Evil 2, when that was shown off, and it's like, oh, this looks awesome, they're gonna get like a bunch of art from like the community and stuff and just make it a big project and everyone's getting involved and it's looking cool, they're gonna continue that, and it's just nothing. Oh crap. I just threw my pen, I'll be right back. I threw my pen because I speak with my hands. I'll be right back. Wolf Among Us. Oh, yeah. That's yeah. Although, look, I can't remember if you mentioned that you had played Dispatch after I mentioned it in comments, but Dispatch has that same vibe. It's why I got into it so much. So yeah, definitely give that a try. I think with the success of Dispatch, we're gonna see another return to games like that. So potentially, I don't want to raise your hopes, but to potentially Dispatch Code. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were telling me that you finished it, and I had to mention that I still hadn't finished it. And then what I did instead of finishing it was I started playing Cyberpunk 2077 or 3077, whatever the number is. It was like, yeah, I got a massive problem with starting things, and then which is why, Misty, I wanted to finish that fan art that I did, because like, no, 2026 is gonna be the year of me actually finishing shit for once, so I can get stuff done. Okay, save this. Play a game with more choices in the yeah. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3. there's the game, and also because of its more choices, I actually ended up finishing that because it's like, oh, I can just get a mod and just date everyone. There you go, no choices needed. Date everyone, give Withers big naturals, and just good to go. That's all you really need. What more do you need than giving Withers some big natties? That's fine. Okay, we are on to 2 of them being done. And what I really should do is actually upload the thumbnails as I freaking complete them. There's an idea. And I'm going to pop out this so I can actually have the chat available. What I can do is I can put it over my navigation, since I don't really need to look at that too much. Never mind, I forgot I have to... Yeah. I'm getting distracted by everything. Okay, that can go up here. That can go on there, and this can go over here. There we go, that's a much better layout. We have to figure out a total layout that works for me when doing art. With games it's easy, I just have the game on one monitor and put everything else on the other. Just forget about it. Forget about it. I want to edit thumbnail. Upload. 19. Awesome. It took. Okay. Change that up. Put in 20. Save that. Alright. This is looking good. Alright, so with keeping on the Majora's Mask train, I'm going to do 17 and 16 next. Hooray! Let's get the next video going. Wait, 17 and 18 I should say. Where'd that go? There it is. Okay, so I named that one Dungeons and Turtles. So where's that turtle? Where's the turtle? Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Alright. Where's the spot? Potentially that one. There is a scene that I love. I just love this scene with the Gerudo pirate just so confident going, yep, right for the storm. Alright. See you, ladies. Oh, is there a good one of the turtle coming up? No, because he's going underneath the water, that's right. That's right. We get a good front on view of him, or is it just goes straight? Let's see. You know, this one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. I'll go with this. Pardon me. We've been having more, we've been cooking more, like, Thai food and stuff here. Me and my roommates were trying different, foods currently from around, the Asia area. We did a Indian curry the night before, like a Masaman, beef curry. Did a Thai chicken. We did a turmeric yogurt type of chicken garlic thing as well, with some nice coconut rice as well. And on rice, we actually ordered a new rice cooker. We as a Christmas gift to ourselves, because like at Christmas we were just gonna end up, you know, buying presents, and would have just been a rotation of like money going here to here to here to here. So we're like, just go 3 ways in on a present that we all want, and because we're all adults, we did the thing of like the boring gift is the most exciting, and we went and got like a fancy rice cooker, like a Japanese one that has like the settings and all that kind of stuff, and we're pumped about it because it's like we're gonna be able to eat some really nice rice. It reminds me of the one video I saw online where it was like a bunch of adults came over because someone wanted to show off the new vacuum they got and all the features it could do. I was like, it's weirdly relatable. Weirdly relatable. Just peak. No peak just yet. It's not peaking for me. Bring that down. Where do I want to pop this time? No, I reckon just down here. No, I can just do this. And flip the face. Cool. Cool. Yeah, up in this corner is where I'm going to put it. Or did 19. Black, that's fine. That can be included anyway. Cool, another one down. It's always usually the first piece of art that one does is often the hardest. So make sure that it's still. My dashboard's been weird, my Twitch dashboard. I think I gotta... Yeah, actually, I'll try it now. I wanna turn off my ad blockers for this, because I have like sites that I have it on and off for. Turn off. Okay. See if that lets me see it. Should stay now. Chat again. That chat pop out. Okay, cool. Save this as 18. Thinking of 18 makes me think of Android 18, which makes me think of Dragon Ball Super. And it makes me happy that 17 got some more attention, because 18, like, she was shown in GT and all that, and 17, he got to go have like a family and be a park ranger and have like an island to himself, and I love that for him. He got his happy ending, versus in GT, I'm happy to be corrected on this, I'm pretty sure he just kind of went back to being evil. It's like, I'm gonna absorb you. Or that could have been Baby that did that. I do forget. I haven't watched GT in a hot minute. Although I do really like Trunks' outfit from that series. It was pretty goated. Let's see. So that's another thumbnail done. Get rid of you, and we'll get our next video up. Next one, please. 17. Goated 17 boy who won the Battle Royale. I love that it wasn't Goku. It makes me happy. Because it's like main character. Of course they're gonna win. Like, Oh, what did I call this one? What did I call you? I called you not on your cell phone, telephone. Gorgeous Gerudo treasures. We need I know exactly the scene that we need for this. I know what we need for this. Can I get one with them running from the treasure? Because when they run from the wasps, which I gotta shoot for, they go past the treasure chest. Okay. Can I pull this off? It's gonna be a good frame. There we go. That works. That works. Even better. Even better. Bit of an action moment. Copy. And minimize and paste. Alright, now, I'm not sure what the time is for everyone else on that side of the world, but I'm sure it's getting pretty late, so, yeah. Make sure you guys are getting plenty of sleep, because, yeah, apparently that's the thing bodies need. I call bullshit on that. I mean, I haven't slept in 7 years. 7:12? Okay, not too late, not too late. Prime dinner time. I reckon we can throw this down. Bring it send it a bit more. I reckon we can probably get a good... So in art, yeah, I'll go back. So I'm pretty sure I explained it in the little YouTube video I did ages and ages ago. But in art, it is important to be able to think about how you can cause the viewer's eye to move. So having things like the number or the character, because I'm putting it there, that will dictate the flow of how things go. So being able to potentially have it work out that way. Sometimes I'm just lazy and I just throw in the avatar, the number, and just sort of call it a day. But a focal figure is the treasure chest, and then we'll have two other figures that will draw the eye. The Gerudo would do that if by themselves, and then it would just be a plain left to right. The number being, an apparent thing, it is sort of on the same level as the Gerudo because our eyes have been trained to sort of not really see the numbers in YouTube thumbnails anymore. And the stark white of the avatar will make it a like typically the thing seen first. So with that, the goal is to essentially have the eye move along that, because I'd start here, see the Gerudo, or see the treasure chest. Either way, they would make their way across in a form of left to right, allowing them to take in the picture in an instant, and that's kind of what you got to go for all the time. Because there's a similar thing when doing concept, because I did my bachelor's degree. I'm not sure what that would be called elsewhere. Undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate. Yeah, no, not postgraduate. That'd be like a PhD or something. Either way, part of concepting is you do small thumbnails, and within that you'd use those various rules to be able to draw the eye in a way to show off to a client or to show off a certain concept, hence concept art, where it'd be like, oh, I'm doing a concept of... Now I'm explaining. I gotta actually do it. So say if I got a thumbnail, right? Like for concept purposes. Say if I'm wanting to show off, I'm doing the concept designs for Bowser's Castle. And you know, we've got Bowser's Castle here. He normally has his head on it or something. Just like, you got some spires, drawbridge or something. And you've got Bowser's Castle there. So depending on how you place it, shows off what you want to show off about that particular concept. So if I was doing a concept for Bowser's Castle and I wanted to show off more of the landscape for it, I would have the castle over here. So it'd be, you know, here with the spires and stuff, and drawbridge. And if I wanted to show off like the lava areas of his, you know, his land, and you know, have all the lava and stuff, and maybe like a volcano, volcano. And you got like all the lava and stuff. You'd set it up in that way because you've got the castle over here. I probably wouldn't put the volcano there. I'd probably set up the landscape so that it would draw the eye towards the castle, but would start, you know, here. So I'd probably have like a volcano like going down here, and wow, spire, and then maybe have like a little Mario or something. And yeah, that's kind of what we'll train to do. Or if it wasn't the castle itself, but potentially, you know, what's inside, or like you wanted to show a throne room, maybe we'd have, you know, an opening here and then stonework, and then you'd have Bowser's throne sitting there. These raiders sitting in, it's like that sort of stuff. So depending on, you might be given the task of concepting something, but being able to show various aspects of that thing that you're concepting allows you to show things in different ways. There's a lot to go into there, and that's something I'd unpack in like a video dedicated to it itself, but yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do with all this, if my mouse will cooperate. Let's get rid of that. Hopefully the tangents about art and learning art are interesting enough, because I'm going to be doing that a lot. So that's where my brain is. I got to vent out what my brain has. Bing and bong. Bring you in. Just do another down the corner. Rid of your excess. Can't forget this. Can't forget that. Doing this just ensures that I can make sure that the number is seen no matter what. Okay, I can move that down a little bit. A good resource to use is the navigation, because it saves you having to zoom out, because being able to see your art or your work in a smaller perspective, it's good to do to not get caught up in the tiny details, like the pixel perfect details. It also helps when doing thumbnails because thumbnails are typically small. So that's good. I might actually, getting in close with pixel perfect stuff, going to highlight the treasure chest. There we go. Good enough. Behave. Oh, behave. Bigger, we can make that bigger. Come on, maybe. Well, and then we can grab both of these. Extra big boy. There we go. Looks much better. Okay, and then save that as the last Majora's Mask one. Okay, so that's 4 of them done now. Go ahead and upload these. Upload Turtles and Dungeons. Dungeons and Turtles. Okay, and then the gorgeous Gerudo treasures. Getting cozy or you going to bed, Misty? Either one's good because cozy means you're gonna stick around, but you going from your stream that I caught last, you might need to sleep. Possibly. Okie dokie, that is... Oh no, gotta save. That is the most important lesson I learnt from my bachelor degree is incremental saving. Who's my fave guide for Link? Oh, getting cozy on a t-shirt. Yeah. Post-work shower is always best. Favorite guide for Link. Midna is up there. People didn't like Fi. Like, I definitely get why people didn't like Fi, but she's also up there. I think Tattle is pretty great. I think I'd have to choose Midna. Yeah. Twilight Princess on the GameCube, great, perfect. And I love that for the Wii, it's like, we're gonna just flip everything. That's packaged, good to go. I actually watched a documentary. There was more into it than that. I watched a little YouTube essay on it. Ooh, Eslo. Yeah. I still think, look, when Midna is like almost dying and you have to do that little quest with her, like that pulled at my heartstrings. I'm like, oh, you weren't super annoying or in my face and you have kind of an attitude, and I was like sort of liking her, and then with that mission I'm like, yep, I like this one. Does Zelda count as a companion for Breath of the Wild? That's what I want to know, because she's there, like you get, the talking and stuff, and she sort of sends you on a mission. Or would King Roham Pastrami, does King Pastrami count more as a guide for Breath of the Wild? Okay, I had to kind of remember that because it's still on my list as a game I need to play. But yeah, that Zelda, definitely. I like that she has the, in, fucking what do you call it? Phantom Hourglass, one that I have played. She can possess the guards or whatever in the Time Temple, Sand Temple or whatever, and they put that into Smash Bros. Elite. Love it. Alright. What am I doing? I got distracted. I'm gonna... Next video. What are we working next? We got... Charisma. Oh, Paper Mario. I gotta do that final episode for Paper Mario. Get that sorted. Gotta find a good one for that. Which I was planning the Paper Mario to be like, oh, like a 40, 50 minute final episode. Just go a little bit longer. Didn't intend for it to go for an hour. It definitely could have been split into 2 episodes. But hey, that's just how it happened when I was recording, so it's what I rolled with. The her possessing armor, I'm pretty sure that was in Phantom Hourglass as well. I won't doubt what you say about Spirit Tracks. You could tell me that Link just starts slapping people with his butt, and I'd have to believe it because I haven't played it. But I'm like 60% sure Zelda was included in, or something like possessed armor in Phantom Hourglass. I'm trying to resist the urge to look it up. There was Tombstone Phantom. That she was, because she was Tetra, and Tetra went into the ghost ship. Who's the... See, I gotta look this up now. Trash. I'm just probably misremembering things. Yeah, so it probably is Spirit Tracks. I don't know how I put Zelda into Phantom Hourglass. Like, as you said, turned to freaking stone. Which... Tetra's best Zelda. And I wish that when she transformed into her princess self, they didn't, like, wash her out. Because it was cool that she was like a punky tomboy sort of Zelda thing. Like, that's cool. And then they kind of took it away as if, like, to have her power, she needs to be, like, not herself. That kind of stung. But yeah, Tetra's best Zelda, very close behind the Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild Zelda. Something with all the stars. That's you dying. That's pretty funny. Attack with all the stars. Okay, one of those attacks will do it. Hyrule Warriors Zelda is pretty cool. I want to get a frame with some of the more colorful stars in it. Okay, I think that's the one. Oh, but we want it to zoom out a little bit. There we go. I think that's the best I'm probably gonna get. No, I can do better. I can do better. Oh, don't group up. Okay. Who's your star spirit design-wise? One favorite. Oh, my favorite star spirit. I'll just quickly get a good frame and then I will answer that. Zoom out, zoom out. Okay, again, this is probably the best frame. Design-wise, I really like the just the OG Emerald. It's kind of a classic feeling, and I think that the Starstorm definitely has to rank as my favorite power. Let's see, I want to grab this. Take this. Get rid of these lovely Gerudo ladies. And bring in this. Ooh, a bit of Persona. Once I get through Metaphor, I'm definitely going to be playing some Persona, for sure. On the stream, that is. It's a bit too long for me to be able to consider it for a series on my main channel. Which is another... I'm tossing up, because I mentioned at the start of the stream that I'm wanting to bring Gaming Sleepover to the stream. But I do like it being on the main channel, because then I might just minimize how much of Gaming Sleepover is on the channel and just sort of, yeah, have it float between, but keep the stream vibe different. Metaphor looks good. I've only done a little bit. If you want to see how much of it I have done, there's a VOD channel. Link is in my Twitch links and also on my YouTube channel in my description. There's a link to my VOD channel as well. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I'm the companion now. Take that, Bombette. Get wrecked. Yeah. I think number up here. What number was that? It was 39. Oh, there we are. Sorry, I was leaning far away from the microphone. Hopefully I didn't get too quiet. Let's see. Cool. Yes. What's this? Various people going live. Okay. Rasterize you. Copy so I can make you better visually. Show that you can be visualized. Bang. This one will be useless because it's on black, but I like to do it anyway, so I stay in the habit. Oh, that helps us see against Bowser at least. Okay. Bonk, bonk. And send that off. Where is... Oh, it's in the archive area, that's why. That's why I can't find it. I've got it archived away. I was going to say I want a new Donkey Kong game because I heard the bongos, but there is a new Donkey Kong game, Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I haven't played it yet. I'm hoping... I haven't looked at reviews because I don't want to get spoiled, but I'm really hoping that it got well received because it's got Pauline in it, and I love that they added Pauline in Odyssey and that they gave her a role instead of just being damsel in distress that Mario saved from a monkey, and like I love that. I love that. It's amazing. So this one's done. So I definitely want to see more of Kid Pauline and Donkey Boy and Cranky Kong. You watch a whole playthrough? Ooh, okay. If it's looking pretty fun, because I'm saving up to get a Nintendo Switch 2, but at the same time I'm taking my time with saving up because I'm hoping and I'm praying that with the Zelda's anniversary coming up, that we might get something Zelda themed, because I got the Zelda OLED and it looks sick as fuck, and I wouldn't mind a Zelda themed Switch 2 if I'm going to buy one for the first time. Baby's first Switch. Diddy Kong Banana. Oh, give me, because we've got Sonic Crossworld Racing competing with Mario. Give me a new Diddy Kong Racing. That I would purchase in a heartbeat, because you wouldn't be able to get Conker or Banjo, but you could use it to introduce some new IP and other IP that Nintendo wants to push. So that could be a very fun, and like what Sega and Sonic are doing with like adding in various characters and doing like events and stuff. You could easily do that with Diddy Kong Racing. Like, bring back Diddy Kong Racing. It was goated as fuck, and the music kicked. The music slapped. It kicked and slapped. Upload file, that's what I want. I want to upload graphics from the archive. Okay, save that there. That's been saved. Good. Okay, I reckon going with another shorter one. We'll hit up Dragon Quest after we do the 2 Klonoa episodes I've got. So let's open up some Klonoa, which has been super fun so far. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Can I get... Yeah, that one's pretty good. I don't want to get one that looks like he's just trying to take a crap, but I do want to get one of him. Oh wait, this is better. This is a much better one. You know, it looks like he was just holding on for dear life and just trying to let out a dookie in the woods. Migaro's ever played. I tried to play the demo on Switch, but it was... It felt very, I don't know. It felt on the level of Garfield Racing, which I'm not dissing Garfield Racing, but it kind of felt like, we can do a racing with our theme sort of thing. Or the PS1 one. I haven't played the PlayStation 1 version of Chocobo Racing. Let me just get a thing from this. Yes. Klonoa will take down Mordor. Wait, Mordor's where they're going. Middle Earth. They'll take down Middle Earth. The switch is a slap. Okay. So I was on the right vibe that it was kind of meh, and good to know that it's called. Man, damn. Respect. Cool, that's good. That's good. Oh, no. Klonoa would be pretty goated in a racer. Like, he's got the flips and stuff. Like, I don't know. Petition, like, we've got a few different franchises in Sonic, so petition for that. And he is Sega. He's a Sega-based character, isn't he? I want to look that up, because I forget. No, what are you? Capcom or Sega? I forget. Wikipedia. Oh, Namco. Namco. Okay, he's Namco, but he's on the Wonder Swan, but PlayStation, Game Boy. So he's had no affiliation with Sega. Okay. Could be good. Bandai makes... Yeah, Namco Bandai. Yep. Yeah. I always forget that Namco is Bandai. He could be in a racer with a few different Digimon, and I forget what else Bandai's done. Tamagotchi. I need to... I need to do this. It was going to be a good color. No, shit. I didn't think about this. I haven't done yellow in a hot minute, so you're going to be a goldy yellow color. Ooh, the Tails games, yes. Ah. I just want to scroll down. Right, where's my color wheel? There it is. Go on, down further. You and me both, lady. Oh. Yeah, get the dances going in chat. Everyone chat, jump up, and get down, yo. Oh, what have I done? There we go. Fast right here, please. Hey, Misty's back and she's dancing hard. Alrighty. Maybe I should do Jet Set Radio sometime soon. It's such a vibe. It's hard not to. I got an idea for you. Ooh, good little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 7. Season 0. Go from Season 0 to Season 7. That's the way to do it. Yeah, lurk as much as you want, man. That's the way to be. I've got the Yu-Gi-Oh! You mentioned. I think the one with like the motorcycle racing. I've got that one queued up in my backlog. I've got to get to watching that. But yeah, enjoy. Lurk, enjoy, and chill, my dude. Actually, which episode of Season 0 are you on? Because there are a few good ones. I really like the one with the guy that he sets on fire. I forget what really goes into it. That one always sticks in my mind. Greenhead Kaiba, yes. Good old Greenhead Kaiba. They should release a set of Season 0 based cards and just get like different coloured blue eyes and all that kind of stuff to go with like a Kaiba and Yugi deck with like different coloured Dark Magician and blue eyes. But don't tell anyone in the community, just release them along with a normal like Kaiba and Yugi deck and just let it be fun like that. I wanted you to move. Come off it. I hate when I do that. Now I've got to reorganize everything. Okay, mouse down. I made a fucky wucky, so now I'm gonna fix that. Cutting the ones that see there. Yes. Yes. 100%. You got me wanting to go and rewatch that now. I'm pretty sure that's how everything's set up. Okay. Yeah, it looks good enough. Yes, you are. You've reached influencer status. I am tempted to I don't know how I'd incorporate it, but I'd love to get like a TV looking good. I'm sure I've shown it off before. I've got a VHS. No, that's the wrong thing. I've got this which has like a VHS filter on it, but I'd love to just get a freaking like actual CRT TV going record that and just have footage of like old anime and shit just being put in one of the corners of my stream so I can just give people something to look at. So when I'm just doing stuff like this, like looking for a particular file or whatever, they can look at things like old Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Cardcaptor or something else, or 5 episodes of Dragon Ball where Goku and Vegeta stare lovingly and eventually punch each other. There's no way that the Saiyans didn't, court and flirt in that way. They're basically Klingons. They punched each other on Valentine's Day. Like, there's no way they don't do that. Stretch and water break. I need to get I gotta figure out how to do channel points and stuff so I can include things like hydrate and stretch and stuff. Oh, that's very fair. That's very fair. I plan on doing it without audio and hoping that just the visuals and like maybe some subtitles and stuff will be enough. Yeah, because I got the idea because I was watching someone on TikTok live. He just had his phone set up and he was recording one CRT TV with like the game he was playing, and another one was like reflected in a mirror or something, and he had like other things going on that. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly mute myself and have a quick drink of like a protein drink so I can have something for lunch. Can't tell if any audio came through or if it was just my thing reacting. I'm not used to it yet, but yeah. Hopefully you didn't hear any of that. Okay, back to it. So we need Klonoa 2 up. That is second episode. Good. That's the answer I want. You heard nothing. Didn't hear how I decimated an entire protein drink in like a few gulps. I'm just a normal human being. I drink my drink one sip at a time. What did I call this episode? Chasing waterfalls. Using SEO on certain keywords is better somehow. Okay, I think I'm alright with this one. Fine. This. Gosh, okay. Oh, those are cute emoticons. I need to catch Lost at Sea stream. I watched a couple of VODs. They look pretty fun. That is a Lost at Sea emoji, isn't it? I mean, it's, yeah, that's nice. Yeah. They definitely seem it. I saw there was a VOD with because after you mentioned your VOD, I went and watched some of your older VODs. I saw one of the ones that she was in, and yeah, that was pretty funny. My brain is elsewhere at the moment. Okay. Let me just yes, delete that layer. Bring this in. Bring in the T. Start deleting this. There we go. Smooth jazz will help me. Those are the friends that you need to keep around the most. The ones that you're ready to kiss. If you're not pinning down and shoving your tongue down your friend's throat, can you really even be called friends? Gotta kiss the homies. Yeah, Georgia, homies gotta get kissed. I mean, when playing Truth and Dare, who hasn't kissed a friend or like spin the bottle or something? I feel that's a fairly common thing to have happen at least when I was a kid. I don't know if they still do that anymore. I'm very out of touch. Even when I was being a youth leader, yeah, it's hard to keep up with kids. Too much energy. It's like an initiation. It's not as fun as it looks. Yeah, spin the bottle. It was it was something that we did when I was in university because we also didn't really play it, and it actually just divulged into spin the bottle, truth or dare, because it was just getting a bit boring. It was like, okay, and then kiss. It's like funny and interesting for like 1 or 2 rounds, and then yeah, so we just changed it to spin the bottle, and then whoever it points to, they go to choose truth or dare, and then the group decides what they do. Yeah, so it's more fun that way. Okay, now for the hard part. Realistic scope, what's that? I've never heard of such a thing. Let me just talk about the game, but I'd rather spin. Oh yeah, gotta spin that Beyblade. Look, I don't like AI, but I'd be okay if AI went in a completely different direction and made me sentient Beyblades so I can have cool Beyblade battles, or like let it rip and then fly up the wall and get used as a weapon. I could finally be friends with my Pegasus Beyblade. Anime Beyblades. Such a tease. I had one of the I had a few from the first series, but then because I was a Air Force brat, moved around a bunch and ended up losing them. So I was devastated when that happened, because you can never trust movers. I still suspect someone stole it, but either way, I lost my original Beyblade, so I had to get some new ones recently. Yeah, it was devastating. I also lost some of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well, because it was in like a box with like some of my smaller trinkets. So it was like, yeah, Air Force brat. Moved around and never stayed in one place for too long, so best friends, what are those? Childhood homes, don't need that. Alright, time to bring this in, so we just want to fix it up to 10. Not sure what. Oh, the Macca's Happy Meal, yeah. I gotta look at that one. I love when my cards get lost, but I'm sure my grandma threw them out when I was a kid. Yeah, the adults in our lives when we're kids, not knowing the worth, like, don't you know comics, cards, and other trinkets are gonna be, big someday? Beanie Babies? Bah. You adults don't know a thing. Because I want to look up the early ones too. Oh, dude, that's rough. Did you have the Charizard though? The infamous Charizard. Oh yeah, there's some pretty cool Beyblade ones. I like the little clicker they got. That's pretty. I forgot about the little clicker the McDonald's ones had. Yeah, that's fair. All I really remember from my Yu-Gi-Oh cards was I had Celtic Warrior or whatever his name was, the one with the green tunic, and I remember that because I'm like, it's fucking Link. I've got Link and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah! You had a Mewtwo? Sick! Dude, that's sick. Does anyone currently collect cards of any kind? Because I'm trying to collect a lot of the modern Digimon cards. I've got some modern Pokemon cards. One Piece? Ooh, I gotta get into One Piece. I've held off on getting into it because I've been wanting to not break the bank, but my friend got me for Christmas. It was like a box with a Gum Gum fruit, and inside the Gum Gum fruit had a bunch of the One Piece cards. Don't have any, but you do. You don't, but you do have some. Awesome. Do you have Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, Georgie? So I'm jumping One Piece, but I've pulled more Pokemon cards. Okay, cool. There is something addictive about pulling cards. Yeah, I can definitely get why there's streams for it. Ooh. I'm trying to... There's like 1,200 different EVs. I need to look at the. Everyone cards, some Kingdom Hearts cards, neat. Oh yeah, that one. That one's sick. Oh wait, no, that's the VMAX. Do you, Misty? Is it the VMAX one that you're talking about? I'll keep working on Cousin It while I wait for that. Speaking of Cousin It, I did end up watching Secret Art VMAX. Ooh, that's sick. Also some Marvel Perfect cards from when your brother worked at EB. From when your brother worked at EB. Oh, that's cool. It's always good having someone on the inside. My imagine I could probably pull ooh, that'd be cool to see. That'd be very cool to see on stream. And yeah, Georgie, having someone working at EB is very handy. I had a roommate that worked in their warehouse for a hot minute, so they got like the scoop on when new things were coming out. And the discounts didn't hurt. It was a nice little cherry on top. What's that face? I don't know the face. It's creeping me out. Okay, putting the head above the body. And how to fix the body. Yes, definitely. Definitely get it graded because, yeah. I haven't pulled anything worthwhile in my card pulling, but yeah. At the very least, getting it graded, it adds to having like a nice little frame for it. Because I'm pretty sure when you get it graded, they put it in the case for you. At least last I checked. Or I could be thinking of something completely different. As from the TCG, or yeah. You gotta deposit your luck in the right places. There's been a luck shortage since the 2010s, so it's a bit hard to come by. Looks like this now. Hey, looks good enough. Good enough. Bring that crown. I did consider doing card pulls before I landed on doing gaming, but a friend of mine that was doing card pulls at the time told me how he had to stop because people weren't coming in for the stream. They were just coming in and just being ravenous piranhas going, oh, give me the code for because there'd be the QR code with Pokemon pulls and all that. And he would show them at the end of each pool, and like people were just sort of, being really rude and crappy and just only demanding that, or, just going away if he was trying to calm them down. And it was like really savage. Like between scalpers and a whole bunch of other stuff, it's he had to like full on stop, and he was trying to get into doing other things like playing some horror games and stuff, but then the same people coming, he's like, oh, stop playing this, bring out Pokemon cards, more. It was like super shitty time. It really depends on like the community that gets built up, because if the wrong people build up in enough numbers, it just becomes a shit snowball, for lack of a better analogy. The music stopped. How does the music stopped? Hopefully it wasn't stopped for long. Yeah. Okay. I reckon we try for some GameCube jungle beats. No. I like jungle beats, rhythm beats, like from racing games and stuff. I threw in GameCube jungle beats, and it just brought up the Donkey Kong game. I don't want the soundtrack for that Donkey Kong game, please. No, it's just giving me that. So we're just gonna. What's the next best? I mean. You know what? Sure. Let's get some of that going. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It's probably gonna have a pause between each one because it's a playlist, but got a little bit of Donkey Kong music. I reckon I can find a better one. Let's let that play for now. Okay, I think I found it. Here we go. Yoo-hoo! Good old DK. You're all being subjected to DK goodness. I never played Jungle Beat. I think that's the one that you needed the bongo controller for. But I have seen a bunch of videos of people doing various games with the Jungle Beat controller. And that's always a good time. Hell yeah, get that dancing going in chat. What we need to bring back is the old Donkey Kong cartoon with the horrendous the absolutely horrendous modeling. I'm gonna throw it in. No, don't give me modern stuff. Give me the bad 3D. You can't erase this from history. I'm gonna look this up. It's a Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Hey, is this just someone playing it? Or is it actually... Oh, apparently it's a thing. As good as Jungle Beats are, I'm just going to throw in Donkey Kong Country. So it's a little bit more classy. But yeah, there it is in all of its horrid 3D goodness. Those are the eyes of a man that's definitely not a psychopath. He's not going to break into your house and defile your fridge. Certainly not. Okay, so what we got Funky Kong, Donkey Kong, Dixie, Diddy, Cranky, Candy. I have no clue or memory as to who the hell this fucking guy is. What's a little mustache having fuck? Oh well. I've got more important things to do. Hey, where's my selection pen go? Okay, do this again. Too easily distracted to be able to stay on task. But I guess that is what makes for a fun stream. Chunky Kong, yes. Him and Lanky. Although I think he showed up in the movie Chunky Kong. Oh yeah, it's like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I think he was there with Diddy. There's all Kongs in Mario movie. That's the way to do it. Yeah, copy this in. Copy this in. A big, beautiful baby boy lives. Look at him. Red hat and all. We've got Chunky Kong, Diddy Kong with his bongos, and Dixie Kong, I think with her slight redesign with like the tank top and stuff, looks pretty neat. I think that's a pretty slick fit. And she fits with Diddy Kong's design a lot better. I would have loved to have seen Tiny Kong and Lanky Kong with... It would have been easy. Like, just throw Lanky Kong in instead of this guy, and you can just fit Tiny Kong there, because she's tiny. And not the weirdly adult version of her from the racing game. Now let's see if I can actually... Okay, it stayed. That's good. That's good. So I need to give these guys an outline. It is a shame. Pardon me. It is a shame that Rare is not associated with the Nintendo anymore, because them bringing Donkey Kong Country into the picture, game changer. Absolute game changer. Because Donkey Kong before that, I think, I'm not going to look this up, I'm going to try not to go on another tangent, I think before Donkey Kong Country, it was just things like Donkey Kong Jr. and all that kind of stuff, where it just wasn't really hitting right, and was just more of the whole, you're a person trying to stop a monkey from doing things, or stuff like that. And then when they came with Donkey Kong Country and just flipped the script, it was good. It was good. I do miss the older era of gaming because I have distinct memories of in the playground just talking about Donkey Kong on the 64 and discussing like secrets and stuff, like the kind of stupid secrets on the level of if you hit the truck in Pokemon Red and Blue, you can get a Mew. So like various ways to get around K. Rool, and if you do certain things, you can unlock the secret ending and all that kind of stuff. These days, it's like, just look it up. And it kind of, it's weird. Like, there's kind of a distrust where it's like, oh no, that can't really happen. And then you look it up and find out more about it. I don't know, there was kind of that air of mystery around gaming that I rather miss. I miss that. Made it feel a little bit more like an adventure versus, like, it's fine what it is now. Like being able to have fun and just relax with it. But it does feel like something's missing. And after Jungle Japes, I'm probably gonna switch to a more playlisty type thing so I don't get copywritten for having a Donkey Kong stream. As fun as it is. I think for the Super Nintendo, the only other soundtrack that really gets me in the mood is like in the same level of mood as Donkey Kong would have to be Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger's soundtrack hits hard. Black. Stands out. I think black. Black's yeah. Cool. That's another thumbnail down. Chrono Cross. Yeah, I can understand that. Chrono Cross is pretty good. Was it only Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger that exists? Was there a third one? I forget. I'm horrible at keeping track of RPGs. No, I mentioned only after Jungle Japes. I got distracted. Okay, I need a playlist. Here we go, Jungle Mix. Yeah, get rid of that ad. I don't need to know about Hungry Jack's. Hungry Jack's being our Burger King. Good old HJ's. In America, you guys have like a bunch of fast food chains, don't you? They had that weird non-canon text adventure thing. Okay, okay. Not familiar with that, but it's good to know. Yeah, so we've done Vanilla. But yes, my thought. You guys have a bunch of fast food joints. What's some top tier fast food joints? Because at some point in my life, I'm going to hit up America once things are a bit more cooled down. Yeah, what's some good food to dig into? We do, but it's not. It's kind of like similar, but not the same as the Taco Bell you guys have over there, because the way that just the way that it got bought over here was a bit different. But we do have Guzman y Gomez, which is that and Zambrio, which are pretty good go-tos for like burritos and some Mexican food. Over here, like, there are fast food chains and stuff, but we tend to get more restaurant chains than anything. So it's a lot more of a sort of restaurant type of culture. Even though everything shuts, we have no nightlife here. Everything opens and shuts at the most inconvenient times. And like when I was working 9 to 5 before, like, you know, rotational shifts and everything. So if I was ever working 9 to 5, I was screwed, because doctors, restaurants, like a whole bunch of places would operate within those hours. And where's the Glenora graphics? Let's gotta upload this real quick. So yeah, it would just be hard to do anything. There'll be a few things like movies and all that. Yeah, definitely go have that shower. Go sleep. Thanks for coming into the stream. Yeah, go clean up, go sleep. You've probably had a really long day. Great to see you. Chick-fil-A? Okay. I'll have to try Chick-fil-A when I make it to America. Thanks again for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Okay, what was I doing? I was uploading stuff. That's right. Upload these thumbnails. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Okay, upload Vanilla, which I gotta, I gotta record some Vanilla. Because I forgot. Where's the second episode? There it is. Chasing Waterfalls. Upload this. Go. Excellent. So now we can get on to the Dragon Quest stuff. Where is the 2-for-1 special? What did I do for that? That's the added benefit of watching to get the thumbnail assets, because it reminds me of what I've actually done in that episode. That 17. Alright, so we're in Baharata. Going there. Oh yeah, that's right. We're dealing with all this. Dealing with all that. Okay, scene. Because there should be the scene where we walk up and then they're both two idiots. Stretch while I let that play out. They should be there along with Robin Hood so that we can get the vibe of the 2-for-1 special. That being, sometimes my titles don't really hit all that well, but yeah, that'd be in reference to getting 2 slaves for the price of 1. Go on. And almost got what I wanted. Very close. That'll work. Okay. What I'm going to do is just put the stream onto... I'll be right back because I just got to run off to the toilet. So I will be right back. And I am back. Okay. Now, I found what I want to turn into a thumbnail, so we'll go ahead and do that. It is a tad bit blurry. I've got the screen capture, so I'll just hold a little bit. Can I get a better visualization? Come on, Robin Hood, turn around to us. yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I'm talking about, baby! Alright, just gonna put my drawing glove back on. It's gonna be a second. It's gonna be a hot minute. There we go, that's better. That's better. Okay, jump on back over here. There we go. I'm just going to skip anything with lyrics just in case. Things with lyrics typically get hit more. Oh, my avatar? Yeah, that's based on me. I figured it'd be a simple way to go about it. I did consider going with a more thematical, sort of like, you know, whole character persona thing, but I figured I'd just base it on me. Make things simple enough. I mean, granted, I don't have, you know, stark white skin. I mean, I'm pretty pasty, but yeah. I have the floating crown. It's been there since birth. Born with the floating crown. Let's see. I want to magic wand. Fly. Almost. Good enough. And while thinking about my my avatar Anakin, I might tweak him a bit. Yeah, I do want to do a stream setting up more of his lore and all of that kind of stuff to really turn him into more of a character and have maybe 1 or 2 steps of separation between myself and he. So yeah, for now it's basically based on me. But yeah, I do hope to be able to make a bit more of a character at some point soon. A goal of mine for 2026 is to... I don't think I'm gonna be able to create all the assets and create a VTube model myself, because I do my art myself, because I don't have the money to pay for that. So I'll probably try and make some form of a model by this year. Yeah, long hair boys. Long hair boys. Currently got mine tied up. Yeah. Long hair is great, except for when it falls out. Not fun. Not fun. Let's get rid of this. Oh, yeah. Which one am I working on? I'm working on 17 is what I'm working on. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have a... I've been drawing for a long time. I do the thing where I hunch over and look like a shrimp, so I just need to take a few more posture breaks. That'll be a moment. Nothing beats the stretch when you like sort of bend backwards over the back of the chair and just get that back to pop. Yeah, boy. Alright, okay, so what am I doing? I want to throw in a 17. Yeah, I think the 17 there is actually going to be pretty good. Rasterize that. Now I'm actually going to getting close so that when I try and sit up straight, I can. Because I need to get a new microphone because this one it's touchy. I need to be rather close to it. Yeah. And I'm going to turn this down again, just a bit lower. Just a bit lower. Keep that within the greeny yellow. Yeah, that looks a good leveling. Cool. What was I doing? That's right. I was making you more visible. Goes white. Move that up there. Okay. Like that. Ooh, I know. What I might do is switch this on. This over here. Then I can be angry at those two idiots. Like, I shouldn't be this annoyed at them, but they just rubbed me the entirely wrong way in that episode. I should say handful of episodes, actually. They were there for a few of them. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get that angry at some characters. And it probably wouldn't have been as bad. Like, the grandfather came in just expecting me to do the quest, and if I went off and just saved them and they weren't absolute idiots, it probably would have just, not been that bad. But because they were idiots and annoying the entire way through, and he didn't have the pepper, so all I needed to do was just have the grandfather say, "Oh, we get our pepper from someone else. Ooh, I can look at our stock and visibly see there's no pepper there. You want pepper? Go elsewhere." But no, I had to go and save this idiot, and then he had to then go and check and see they had no pepper, and it's like, like, you're not even doing your job. Like, it was not worth saving you. I should have said, "Robin Hood, let me see if he has pepper. If not, he's yours to take. He got himself into the situation. He can get himself out." And I said it in the video. Would have been leagues better if the daughter who was getting married to the guy was the daughter from Portoga. Like, if she was the king's daughter from Portoga, and then she get kidnapped, and the king's like, "Oh, don't just go and get pepper. Like, my daughter went to Portoga to get pepper and she's been kidnapped. Please go and save her," and stuff like that. And then she can have the pepper, and I don't know, and there can be some other reason to go after Alltrade Abbey, but like, you could structure that so much better than go to a grocery errand for me and help these idiots along the way. That frustration aside, I'm going to lock in this thumbnail and not think about them again. Yeah, they stink. They stink. So I don't know when your comment came in because I was busy being heated about them. Oh my gosh. I'm not made for customer service or dealing with stupid people, or perhaps it's because I've dealt with stupid people through customer service that I just can't stand those two. Oh, don't know why you did that. Alright, alright. That's that one done. Moving on to 18. Now, what did we do for 18? Let's see, I want to upload file, Dragon Quest, graphics, 17. Taking care of business, okay. Was it just fighting Robin Hood in this one? It was. It was. Okay. It's tempting to just do... But it'd practically be the same thumbnail, so I can't. I unfortunately cannot. And this would be very similar to another one. Let me go through and just see my previous thumbnails for Dragon Quest. While I look through other thumbnails, the video can be playing, so there's something to watch. I don't think I have one with a Robin Hood battle already. Okay, cool. So we can definitely do this. Okay, let's get Robin Hood doing something cool. Do an attack, Robin. Robin, the people love you. Do an attack. I get chat. Okay. There we go. Merriwick. Yeah, what's over this way? Alright. Attack me! Let me see those gains! You big hefty boy! Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I want. I want him attacking. So what did I label this one? Do you want him to be attacked or taking care of business? Probably him getting attacked then. Okay, that's snooze, and then we should have attack the attacker. Here we go. I'm sure there's a good one in there. This is sometimes what it always comes down to, is me just trying to find the perfect frame. I think this one should do it. I think this should be okay. We can leave that there. Yeah, that'll be fine to leave there. That's fine. It's fine. I don't need to... Perfect. If I had the time, honestly, if I had the time, I would just freaking drop art. I have a friend. They also do YouTubing. You know what? I'm gonna do a shout out for them. Let me get their thing up. This is an impromptu shout out for a friend of mine that does YouTubing. They have someone that does their thumbnail art, and it's great. No, that's want my subscriptions. Show me my subscriptions. Where is my friend I want to give a shout out to? Search my subscriptions. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotta scroll through and find them then. Just love having to scroll through. Definitely not annoying at all. Where are they? There they are. There they are. Alright. Yeah, because they've recently been getting someone to do their channel art, so I'm just going to throw that in chat. So this is for if anyone in chat wants to click, but I'm also going to throw up, for the sake of the VOD, I'm going to throw up. I'll add it in post VOD. I'll download and edit and upload. But yeah, that's for if anyone wants to go and follow my friend. Quick little shout out. No obligation to, because everyone has a different taste in videos, and that's totally fine. Totally cool. But yeah, I'd love to be able to, because they've got a artist for their channel that they commission and get them to do thumbnails and stuff, and that artist does really cool work. But I can't afford that. They're a bit out of my price range. So yeah, I'd definitely love to either have the time to do my own channel art, which I don't have just yet, or to hire someone to do that. Otherwise, I still feel these thumbnails aren't too bad. Like they're not at a quality that I would say is great, but yeah, I am somewhat of a perfectionist though, so that's where my downfall is. Yeah. Where'd my mouse go? It's down here. There we go. Just trying to make sure I can see chat. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Let me just get that centered. If I just make this bigger and bigger, and then smaller, teensy bit smaller. Okay, that should get rid of the health bars. Yes, apply. Apply. Okay, there we go. Bring that in, and then I can have me over here, because it doesn't matter if these guys get covered up. Make it a bit smaller. Okay, that's fine, and then I'm going to draw in a new face, because we need something that looks a bit more tired and worn down. Yep, that one, this one. Cool. And then we need to make them a bit Why are you doing like that? Oh, that's why. I don't know. Let me zoom out and have a look. And I feel like I can do... It just doesn't translate all that well, so I'll probably just go back to a normal face. Do a normal face, call it a day. Maybe an angry face. Angry face, we'll just go with that. Or switch it up. Switch it up. Don't make it as angry. Yeah, I like this idea. I like this idea. Now I'm cooking with propane. Bobby, the only way to have ideas is to cook them with propane and propane accessories. Do not mind my bad King of the Hill. That sounds a bit like Elvis. What am I doing? I don't want to be Elvis. I want to be a Texan propane salesman. It's my dream.
But Dad, it's my dream, Dad. I want to be a propane salesman, Dad.
Actually, I need to change that from hard to clear edges by cubic. Awesome, and then boop. Okay, that looks better. I like that. That's fine. That's fine. Cool, and then bang, boom. Oh, that's fine. Wrong layer. Things typically don't work when you have the wrong layer selected. How long's this stream been going for? Let's have a look at the stream dashboard. Yeah, we're going for about 2 hours. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. That's nice. Alright. So that's there. We'll bring in... Actually, I should have... No, I'll bring in the number, but I'll just make it smaller. I've done that before. Get that out of there.
What's in your mouth?
If anyone's ever had pets, you know that moment of your pet's eating something that you didn't give them, and you have to go and shove your hand down their throat. Which I had to do at my brother's place when I was up at his. His dog was like chewing on a toy, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. They're just chewing on the toy." And the next second you hear like a rip as it like decides to rip off the arm of its little toy and start trying to digest it. So I had to jump up and pull out like a cotton leg of a chew toy. Animals. They keep us on our toes. Alright, it's probably going to be a little bit confusing with the 35 there, but... Alright. Don't like that. And make it so... I don't want... Oh, I thought I rasterized you. Guess not. I'm really hoping that it's not coming through on the microphone, but I've got a old crappy chair which has to squeak. You have to do that with your dogs as well? Okay, glad I'm not the only one. I've I don't currently have any pets because our place is a bit too small for it. But growing up, I've had dogs, chickens, turkeys, cats, birds, fish, bearded dragons. What else do I have? Yeah, a whole... Oh, we had a goat. We had a goat once. But yeah, they just get up to things that you wouldn't think. Like, I've had to climb up a tree and then climb down it one-handed with a turkey in the other hand. I've had to, you know, wake up to the goat being in the backyard stairs because it's learnt how to time itself with the I was going to go ahead and allow that. I've got to fix my auto mod thing. It's flagging things like bastard and bitch. But yeah, our goat we had, she learnt to like time the current of the electric fence, and then she would jump through once like the pulse had circulated, because she was like sort of listening for that hum. Lovely creatures, but they love to butt their head against things, so feeding time would always be interesting. Yeah, they do love to eat paper. We had to like keep books and stuff, so as we got dogs, we got better at like, you know, having to teach them, you know, discipline and all that kind of bullshit. So yeah, we were able to just get better at being able to teach them, you know, sit, stay, come, and drop and stop, drop and stop. So that way, when they're doing stuff that they shouldn't, they'd, you know, stop long enough for us to be able to get it from them. So eventually, yeah, we were able to have dogs and stuff that weren't destroying stuff. Cats, on the other hand, can barely. I was going to say you can't teach them shit, but you can sort of teach them. They're still going to find a way to wreck shit around your house, but yeah, you do what you can. I miss my goat. She was cool. And I think that's another one. Wait, no, I just saw the mistake I made. Okay, there we go. That's another one done. Oh, never mind. I'm a dingus and didn't change that to an 18. Okay, it's probably a good thing I kept it like that. Let's make you an 18. Rise. Control P. I got caught up talking about pets. Lovely, delightful pets. The Secret Life of Pets. And The Secret Life of Pets 2, now in cinemas. Yeah, sure, I'll make it one like this. Oh no. I was clicking and saw that the mouth of the thing was moving, so you can definitely hear my keyboard. That's a tiny bit of a shame. I'll definitely try and get, like, even if it's a cheap, tiny keyboard, I'll try and get something like that for art streams that I can use instead of my main keyboard. Yeah, so that's an 18 now. I'm going to go ahead and save this. No, save. There we go. Alright, so that's 2 Dragon Quests done. And I'm going to skip forward just in case if the vocals go ahead and catch us for that copyright. But for those who care, let's see, what is this one from? So that's 44 minutes. Blame from Grove Rider Mix, Gran Turismo 2, 1999. So we're going to go ahead and skip forward. And this one, just while I'm looking at it, is, let me scroll down, it's about there, so it would be the main menu theme from the Bomberman world. There you go. There you go. Oh, okay. While we're on the topic of pets, anyone in chat, feel free to let me know about your pets. I'd love to hear about pets, animals, and all the goodies. I recently got to visit a farm that my friend volunteers at, and he gets to, you know, work with a whole bunch of animals, chickens, ducks, pigs. I got to pet a pig there. They're so big and beefy. They're beefy. They're porky. No, it was really cool. I got to, because that was the first time I ever patted a pig. I thought I don't know why I thought this, but I thought they would be softer and squishier, but they are like thick and really rough. But that's because like they get into the mud and then the mud gets hard. But like, yeah, it was not at all what I was expecting a pig to feel like. I was expecting like a squishy sort of fat feeling, but they're just like stacked. Thick with a triple C. Not a double C, they got that triple. They're dummy thick. Anyway, we gotta get this next thumbnail going, so I gotta find me the next video. Where is it? I need Dragon Quest 3 videos 19. While it's going through its initial part, we'll just skip forward a bit. I'm going to upload the thumbnail I just did. And the placeholder thumbnail I had was basically just snooze instead of attack the attacker, so it looks fairly similar, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let me just get chat moved over in case if I get any good information about pets and doggos and cats and whatnot. And you'd think with me being a fan of animals that I'd be a vegan or a vegetarian even, but nah. I definitely respect and understand those who become vegetarians or vegans or anything like that, but I just haven't been able to do it. I've always said that if we ever get to the point of having like Star Trek synthesizer based like food, I would switch to synth only meat. But meat, I don't know, it just yeah, exactly, it's just too good. It hits right. And there's vegan options. Like my friend who works on the farm, he's vegan, and whenever like he shouts food, he has the morals that if he shouts food, it has to be vegan, and I respect that. I'm gonna tease him to the day I die about it, and like all that kind of stuff. But I 100% respect him for it, and wouldn't ever ask him to, not seriously, at least I'd joke about it, but I wouldn't ever ask him to buy me something with meat. And there's like good burgers and stuff like that, which we often have, and yeah, so if a good synth, a synthesized, or if there's like a major breakthrough in like plant-based stuff, you know, I'd make the switch, but it would have to be, you know, as good or better tasting, because being able to have flavored meat and being able to, when you're cooking, get the flavors of those meats coming out and use it with cooking, you have to take content. And I'm sure with how fast food is produced, I love fast food, but I'm sure with how fast food is produced, it'd be just as edible between now and when you, hopefully years from now, end up with cold dead hands. Okay, so what do we name this one? We named this episode The Sea is Calling. Okay, I know exactly what we need. We need our good ship. The good ship Lollipop. Come on, show me a good scene for this. Okay, potential. It's got showing potential. That's practically just the thumbnail as well. I mean, the one that we have already. I mean, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Yeah, let's just use this. I'm just gonna go on with the whole ship. Or just part of the ship. I reckon just part of the ship. I'll put my avatar there, the number here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's how it's gonna be done. Copy that. C. Control V. Make you a. Do it 22 for later on. No. That. What are we working? We're working on 19. This is a reminder for people to have a water break if need be. Water is an essential life-giving thingamajig, or so I've been told. So yeah, make sure to stay on top of that, I guess. Put you here in the white so you'll be visible. Rasterize you so that's the image. Apply highlights and shadows.
This is my Sonic OC. It's Highlight the Shadow. He's a cousin of Shadow, and he's like super cool and can't be killed. And he's immune to bullets, so his cousin Shadow kind of shoot him, so he's like the best and the coolest.
Sorry. I'm gonna do dumb stuff like that often, so that's just gonna be a given. So, and I can't remember how to do this. To show my age, I get my from the old Daily Show. Because I used to. I go to friends' places. I never had Fox, like Fox satellite, because in Australia, getting satellite TV. Because I know Fox in America might be a bit different, but for people in Australia, if you had satellite, it was just referred to as Foxtel. So yeah, we had Fox. We didn't have Foxtel, but I knew friends that had Foxtel, so I'd watch things like South Park and various other things like on Comedy Central and Cartoon Network and etc. etc. One of the things I was a weird kid. I enjoyed watching SBS and like foreign films and like news channels and stuff like that. So when things like The Daily Show were there, like I found that interesting and enjoyable to watch. And yeah, so a lot of my upbringing is based on yeah, you just think of like the channel with like the news and like the very cringe opinions they choose to have. Yeah. I feel I need to apologize for that because it's an Australian that has caused that in your country. Murdoch is a fucking... Oh. You can say it in Australia, you can't... The word I want to say. It's very typical to use the C word in Australia, but I'm pretty sure if I use it on an American platform such as Twitch, which I'm pretty sure Twitch is American, it'd be flagged as a big no-no word. But yeah, Murdoch is an absolute... I'm not thinking of any good words that rhyme with it. Let's just say if he was a fox, there'd be a hunt involved. Yeah, that's the closest I can get. Crime time shows. Yeah. Adult Swim and all that kind of stuff, which interesting history. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned interesting history with Adult Swim with how they were basically working with Cartoon Network and being able to get their freaking thing off the table, because they just do like sort of indie animation type deals and redubbing of various other animations like oh crap, what's it called? The Phantom Ghost, or I'm gonna look this up so I can make sure to get the right title. Yeah, it's fascinating. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Yeah, so that kind of stuff, like it was kind of like a Wild West sort of day of putting stuff out there into the world, and I really find that stuff fascinating because, yeah, a lot of things like that just would not be around if not for them just going, you know, make brain go burr, let's keep going, let's go for it. Where is it? Where's this? Another song with lyrics. What do we got? Okay, so 59. This is from Pride Koshin, FIFA Football 2003. Let's go down to this. Okay. Now, what was I doing? I was doing this. And sloppily talking about Adult Swim. Sloppily. Nice. Sport games are a genre you stay away from. I understand it. Oh yeah, like a sort of like Mario soccer kind of gimmick thing. Yeah, I get that. I will say, I won't go out of my way to buy like a sports game or anything like that. But when friends have it and you sort of like play it at their house sort of thing. Oh, okay. Water is only for me at the moment. Don't worry about extra hydrating. My throat is just giving out. Okay. When you can play sports games with a friend, to speak for you know what? Yes, it does. Cause I played volleyball in high school, and that shit is harder than it seems. And I got put onto the B team because I was just busy dicking around instead of taking it seriously, and then eventually got moved to basketball. Yeah, but yeah, I was just gonna say that sports games, when it's like someone else's place and you're just sort of vibing and chilling with them, they're great fun. They're great fun to play with a friend, but I personally don't see merit for myself to play them in a solo setting, would be what I say. The Outlaw sports games were dope. I'm not familiar with that. Let me just look that up. Getting distracted again. It's good to get distracted, but yeah. For anyone new coming in, because I don't see any current numbers. Actually, let me just go make sure the dashboard isn't messing up. Oh yeah, the dashboard's fine. Outlaw sports games. Giant bomb that's going out. Oh, no longer exists. Okay. Okay, so it's just like sort of edgy crime-based sort of sports. Not like crime-based, but that's looking at the little pictures and stuff. It looks like, yeah. Okay, cool. SSX, is that the like the motocross games? Because I've only played a few motocross games. There was one that had like you just ride around and do tricks and stuff and there'll be music playing. I vibed to that because it's just like, let's go around and just dick about, find things. You know what? Kind of vibe it with a bit of transparency. I don't know. I'm vibing that. Snowboard racing. Okay. Now we're gonna focus in on that Steve Carell. Okay, I know Steve Carell's an actor. I forget his face. Let me look that up. Steve Carell. That, yeah, Steve Carell. Yeah. You know what, we're gonna have lovely Steve. Who's gonna join us? There we go. Steve is gonna help us with this with the next thumbnail. He's gonna stay there. He's gonna okay. That's why I was gonna say he was innocent. Okay, that's cool. It's cool when you're like playing a game. It's like, hey, that seems oddly familiar, and you look it up and it's like, I'm just gonna minimize him a bit so that he's not super annoyed, but he can stay there. You got Steve Carell. I'm gonna. This is so stupid, and I don't know if it's gonna get me in trouble doing so. I'm gonna update the title of the stream to featuring Steve. I don't know how to spell his name. Carell? What was it? There we go. If it's spelled wrong, that's fine. Featuring Steve Carell. Canon. Steve is a fan of the channel. He's here now. Making thumbnails featuring Steve. Good old Steve, mate. Alright. So me and Steve, we're going to move on to the next... oh, actually, I've got to actually save this. Without him in it. I was about to save it with Steve Carell up in the corner. That would have been interesting. Like, ah yes, it's the 19th episode, and also Steve's here. No, I don't want the touchpad. I just want to throw in an eye and call it a day. There we go. There we go. Bring back Stevie boy. Get rid of all these. Okay, so we are on to, I think, yeah, the last thumbnail. And once we're through with the thumbnail, I'll make sure there's, because what is this? This is the, how many hour stream? About a 3-hour stream, only a small one. So yeah, we'll finish up this last thumbnail and call it a day. First I'm just going to upload The Sea Is Calling, so I don't forget about it, because I'm likely to do so. Come on, keep saving, keep saving. Yeah, go back. Okay, everything's highlighted. What did I do? There we go, that's better, cool. So the last one is Evil, oh yeah, the one that got corrupted. Okay, so yeah, this is for the episode that went and got corrupted. So I had to go and re-record it. Yeah. Because I come back, I got like the other episode of Klonoa. Yeah, that episode of Klonoa was good to go. That was meant to be the one that was like, yeah, it's the end of the backlog. Because I've been a bit slack because it's the start of the year, so I haven't really been doing any recording and just sort of been continuing to catch up with everyone else that wasn't family, getting all that sorted. Let's see, what would be a good... You know what? That could be... This looks pretty... Yeah. Yeah. As good as it is to have the orb. Yep. Yeah. This is it. This is the one. This is the one. Alright. Bring this up. Get a new thumbnail, son. There was, when I was designing this, not designing it, when I was thinking of doing a YouTube channel and doing a character, there was the very briefest of thoughts of doing, what's his name? From Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Bonson or Bronson or something. Hudson and Sons. Yeah, like I was considering doing like a version of Hudson, because when I was in like when I was a kid in school, I had a bowl cut. So I was like, do I play into that, and then I can just call my eventual audience Sons, and everyone would have to be Sun related. Yeah, so that's so whenever I you know, really lean into that, it's because I don't know, that part of the game really tickled me, especially in Tears of the Kingdom when he had a daughter and she was like 90% Gerudo, 10% bowl cut. It was just great. It was great, man. Like, bowl cut genetics. Like, no matter how you cut it, that girl's having a bowl cut. Like, lucky child. I'll copy this in so that Steve is not alone. Why are you blue? Why are you blue? Okay. Let's do this again, because I copied the wrong stuff. Get a new one. Yes. Oh yeah. It was very much a Gohan during Frieza saga style. 100% that. Only because hairdressers and stuff were expensive, and no, parents, kids. Okay, so if there's one thing kids can learn early on, is that parents aren't really parents. They're just dumb big children. That's not to be mean to any parents of my own at all, no way. But they do the best that they can with what they can, and in my situation, that was via haircuts. They like, you know, try and get it to look straight, to look neat, to be with school policies and stuff, and it ends up turning into a bowl cut. If we could go back in time, I would convince myself to get long hair early, so that way I just tie it up into a ponytail and then it's done. It's done, it's simple, and I can be growing it out early, and skip the bowl cut, go straight to the ponytail. Alright, so let's try this again. That looks better. Sorry, Steve. We gotta move you, Steve. We gotta move you. I gotta be able to see. We'll move you to be in the middle, because I just need to see the edges. I'm committed to doing this one with him on screen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Alright. So I want that to be somewhat centered. Should be fine there. Should be fine there. That instrument always makes me, you know, just have a basic ass. Yeah. I feel that's often the case for a lot of guys that have long hair. Like, they find that long hair is just easier and more fun to have. And before they had the long hair, it was just like something super basic. What we should do. I'm sure that it's more of a commonplace thing now. I was gonna say, like, introduce like Korean hairstyles, because they have a lot of interesting short hairstyles. So bringing that over would have been good, but nah. Gen Z and all that, Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha's the one that's in school. Gen Z's out of school. I forgot that. Gen Alpha, they got it. They have access to a multitude of hairstyles they can draw inspiration from, so they're fine. They're fine. What I want to do is Get rid of that. And get rid of that. There we go. And yeah, just everyone praise Steve Carell. Go back up to the corner. Why am I like this? I'm sure it's fine, but still at the same time, I'm here to do thumbnails, not create a religion based around Steve Carell. Change that to a 20, a bit smaller. Put you over here. This. Cool. Oh. Alright. Flatten that, move it around a bit. Bring in just a very default, normal, regular Anakin, and I think that will be it done. Show the nose a bit. And thank you for your help, Steve. You will be missed. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so with that, I think we can save that as a number 20. Put myself on the... that was honestly my first thought, but if I did that, yeah, I'll show. My reasoning for not doing that. I want to copy and paste. Anakin would have been a tad bit too small, and the visuals would have sort of gone off in a direction that I would not have wanted. Just to get out. We'll use a blue pen this time. So, as I discussed before, having the eye go a certain way is what I hope to achieve. So this is a great focal point. It's got the characters, you've got this. It's a fantastic focal point. Unfortunately, I didn't want to have the map showing up, so the thirds are a bit uneven. So to make up for that, having the readability go off in that direction will help a lot more. As fun as it would be to have me in the pit, it just wouldn't work. And when you've got something that's about this size, you need it to be like, this is the focal point. This pit is the focal point, and you get a vibe of it. You got the statue, which is dark against the green, and then the red rising up from it. So when it's small like that, you're getting that vibe of ew, evil lurks everywhere, and all that kind of stuff. And then you got the 20, and you got me, which are secondary interests. Let me just zoom in, make sure I don't get rid of anything important. Okay, that should be fine. That should be fine. Awesome. So with that, I did save it, right? I did. Awesome. I want to save it as Clip Studio file. Yep. There and save. Cool. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to upload that, and then we should be done for the day. Then save. Move this to the side so I can see a bit better. Okay, I'm just going to go through. I know there's a large chunk of my content that needs thumbnails, but that's going to be a personal project for another day. I figured with the small amount that we have here to do, I would stream that today on a bit of a whim. So I've gone and completed. So we've got Majora's Mask, that's done. Yep, that's done. The Zelda movie plot, that one's done as well. That's done. And that's also fine as is, so it can stay. Yeah, so we're all caught up. So videos moving forward should have thumbnails and all that. But yeah, that brings us to the end of our stream. It was a bit impromptu. I did throw together the little Anakin avatar to be talking. So it was exciting to be able to use him for once instead of relying on Spirit City Lo-Fi, even though, yeah, I'm trying to... I might tweak the lore of Anakin a bit more, I might not. I don't know. I just had the idea of like, oh, he's stuck in the computer. The animator is Addison, because originally I designed Addison as like a pseudo admin figure, so there's another character besides myself, so that way when I'm doing crap, it's just me being in a depressive state versus when I'm on the ball, it's this other character that's organizing everything. But yeah, I'm tweaking things. I'll figure it out. For now, it's just a bit of a doing it as it comes. But yeah, I think we are probably going to end it there for today. So yeah, thank you to everyone who has joined. And for those who have stuck around until the end, I appreciate all of you and had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was great being able to catch up on work and to chat while doing it. I'm often pretty bad with work and tend to get distracted and go take a break or something and then never come back to it. So being able to work in this W thumbnails. Being able to work in this manner where having you guys shadowing me helps me be a bit more accountable and get work done. So I might do other stuff like this, whether it be learning to code or typing things out, writing stuff, or I'm thinking of getting GOGH, G-O-G-H. It's another thing similar to City Spirit Lo-Fi, where we can do like Pomodoro timers and stuff, and we can do study sessions and something. But again, that's future Liam's problem to figure out. For now, I'm gonna finish signing off and say thanks again, and I hope you all have a good rest of the day, night, afternoon, morning, wherever you're watching from, or if you're watching the VODs. Make sure to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe if you're watching on the VODs. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye!